What happens when you leave behind the bright lights of television production, then discover your true calling in fitness, and then pack your bags to explore the world on foot?
Today's guest proves that following your passion can completely rewrite your story. If you've ever wondered what it takes to balance being a spouse, a parent, and a leader in the fitness industry, well, you're about to find out. Hey there, welcome to Group X Appeal. I'm Kimberly Spring-Glick.
And I'm Terry Shorter. We're excited to bring you this hot and sweaty podcast.
With over 25 years of experience each in the health and fitness industry, we're here to share hilarious, heartwarming stories from our lives and careers.
And offer practical nutrition tips, expert exercise advice, and strategies for holistic well-being and a positive mindset.
Group X Appeal is your go-to source for inspiration, motivation, and a few laughs along the way.
So tune in and let us help you be the healthiest, happiest version of you.
We are back. This is Group X Appeal, episode number 53. I'm Terry Shorter.
I'm Kimberly Spring-Glick.
And we are so excited because today, super excited, we are welcoming Juli Rinefort to the Group X Appeal podcast. Juli is a wife. She's a proud mama and a former TV producer whose career took her around the world, actually across the country, and then through group exercise, she's been able to travel around the world. We're going to talk about that today. And, along the way, she discovered her love for fitness, made the bold decision to step fully into this field as a full-time professional. Now Juli brings her creativity, she brings her energy, she brings just a global perspective also to every class she teaches, spanning multiple modalities and touching countless lives. And her journey today is just a beautiful reminder that no matter where life begins, passion has the power to guide us exactly where we want to be and where we're meant to be. So,
she's kind of a unicorn.
She is a unicorn.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Thanks for being here, Juli.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Yes. And I'm happy to say that whenever I am in town and not injured, on Sundays after I'm done teaching every week, I get to practice with Juli. It's one of my favorite classes.
That's right. That's right. I love having you in class.
And I'd have to say, in addition to Kimberly inspiring me to take on the yoga practice as an instructor, Juli was one of the other ones who inspired me as well to go through the YTT as well. So
thank you.
So we're happy to have you.
So glad you did too, Terry.
Oh, right? Thank you.
You're a huge addition.
Seriously.
Yeah,
definitely. Well, we've got some questions for you, so I'd love to, be able to chat our way through. And the first one, I would love for you to just kind of take us back. How did you get started with group exercise, and like what made you love it?
Well, I think a few things. After doing my deal, in TV, which was great, I ended up coming back home to California. My mom was ill, and I came back home to help at home. And I did work for the business channel here for a while. And then I was always so into fitness. I was very athletic, long distance runner. And I thought, while I'm here, I'm just going to take, a training and get certified. So I did. And I think it's been the whole combination of being able to be a presenter, which I think is just in me. I like to present. And then being able to communicate fitness to other people. I literally do what I love. If I wasn't teaching, I'm taking your class too, Kimberly, you know that, So, I'm literally doing exactly what I love to do. And then I think it's that, that at the end of the day, what you're bringing in your profession is going to help the other person and the world in general, healthier people, better world. So it was kind of like that package, in for me, that had all those aspects. And I think that is today what continues to motivate me, is I love to present. I literally love to exercise. Crazy, love it.
Right.
Yeah.
We're all part of the same weird tribe.
It's just, it's like, you just love it. I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, let me get out there. And then I love to help people in my way. I don't have, great talents in other areas perhaps, but, I found that, God, is worked through me in this way. I'm able to help people get well through fitness and stay healthy and just have fun. Enjoy
There
life,
you go.
Your
right?
classes are definitely fun.
Well, I thank you. I hope to keep them fun. But I think that really has been my catapult and, the engine that has moved me and
And you
continues
mentioned,
to.
I think, the reason for why you got into it and loved it so much is still the reason you love it today, yeah?
Totally.
Yeah,
Yes.
amazing.
I think, yeah, okay, people all around me, friends, different businesses and whatnot, neighbors and whatnot, retiring and like, how? I mean, I love what I do, and I mean, there's no way. It's just so great. And I think that's the thing is, I don't think everyone gets that opportunity to have a career that is not, it's their hobby, it's my love, it's everything. So
Mm.
I feel so blessed because of that.
Yeah.
It's not a job, you know.
It's a
I mean, I'm
mission.
there.
It
It
is.
is. It
Yeah.
totally is. It
Hmm.
is. It is exactly. So yeah, it is what has made me. It's funny. When you think of what got me into it, yoga specifically, which is a big part of what I do now. Um, I was teaching, and you guys probably did this too, teaching like 25 classes a week, and just
Oh,
beating
yeah.
up my body and teach. And then I was a long distance runner. So then I'm running 60 miles because I'm doing marathons. So I
Wow.
was just, I was so injured, so injured. And my sister, who lives in San Francisco, this is going back like 30, well over about 30 years, maybe 25, 30 years. And she said, you should try this yoga thing. I think because you're beating yourself up, you need to take care of yourself. I went into the first class, I walked out. I'm like, I can't do this. I sit still, do this. I said, I just can't do this. And it turns out, I walked out and she said, get back in there. That's exactly what you need.
Mm.
And so
Amazing.
that's when I went back in and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what it's about. And then it took time, it took patience to keep going back. But then within weeks, I'm like, oh, I'm feeling better. And I'm
Mm.
not feeling as injured and whatnot as I was. So it worked, and so I think that's kind of very interesting too, because it puts you back in that you're a student
Mm. Yeah.
always.
For sure.
Don't you guys feel that? It's like we're
Yes.
always still a student,
Hmm.
and
And
we have to have that mind.
I wonder how many of us as fitness professionals who kind of later in our career found yoga, like we started out with all the high intensity 20, 25 classes a week and then found yoga. How many of us are in the same boat as you, have experienced what you've experienced? I know for me, yoga basically became the balance I needed,
Yeah.
the yin to my yang, literally,
Same.
to
Yeah,
be able to
yeah,
recover faster and
Yeah.
be able to increase my bandwidth.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I think
yeah.
also, tell me if this has been for you as well, not just creating that balance in your physicality and all the different modalities, but also for me personally, I think that it's also served me well being more mindful and more intentional with everything else that I do in those modalities and even outside the studio as well, just in life as well,
Yeah.
being more intentional.
Oh
It's something I
yeah.
discovered.
Oh yeah, and the patience.
Mm.
The patience, right, that it teaches you, and that whole mindset too, that it's not about how many reps or
Mhm.
how how successful you are. There's such a different mindset on our yoga mat, and I
Sure.
think that serves us so well when we're teaching other classes. Absolutely, I
Yeah.
think it's a huge help, definitely.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good stuff. And so, all in all, Julie, how many years now have you been teaching as a group
Oh, I
exercise
knew you
instructor?
would ask this question. I knew you would ask this question. And so I had to think, and I started counting. And it's been like, what? Okay, I think I started teaching about 37 years ago.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Wow, I
So
know.
cool.
Now it hasn't been totally consistent for
Sure.
about 6 or 7 years. When my kids were really little, I didn't, but I did. I worked at school. I did the President's Fitness training and all that. So I kind of
Okay.
you. I had to, you have to kind of
Right.
do something. But yeah, so I did take time off from actually teaching in studios for 6, 7 years.
Right.
But yeah, that's when I started. So I mean, I've seen it all come
Oh,
through,
sure.
right?
She's seen the
You
leg
guys,
warmers and
oh my God,
the
yeah,
unitards.
yeah,
Right.
steps in, and yeah, yeah,
I love
yeah.
it.
So it's been a real evolution. It's been great. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So
Yeah.
let me ask you, second question. What's one unforgettable moment you can share from your teaching experience, like a goosebump kind of story, or maybe a hilarious mishap, or just that time a participant perhaps completely changed your perspective, maybe?
Okay. Well, I have a couple. I have a few.
I'm sure after
One,
37 years, I'm sure you at least have one.
right. I know. One was kind of fairly recent. I
Hmm.
had been leading. I do travel quite a bit, and I teach guests in tour groups, right, all over the
Hmm.
world, really. And we were in Japan, and the group was like 14 people, and when it was hiking the Kimono Kodo Trail. Anyway, I don't always know all the people, and I didn't know this man that came, but he was very interested in yoga.
Hmm.
Um, he hadn't done much of it. Every day, I offer the classes, and guests come if they want to. It's totally optional. And he came every single class, and he could kind of, he was just getting it, but he was so great. He would come every class. After the tour, we all went our separate ways. I came back, I doing my teaching, and I recently just got a message from him on how he's found a class near where he lives. It's like changed his life. He's never felt healthier. He's, going on another big hiking trip somewhere in Ireland or something. I don't even know. And he, I just literally, it's like, wow, sometimes because we do every day, we throw these things out. We don't know,
Right. The ripple.
you don't know the ripple. And sometimes you hear back, and that was really neat, so that, and another kind of hilarious, it's hilarious now, it wasn't hilarious when it happened, is I was teaching in my early days of teaching. I taught primarily a lot of prenatal and postnatal classes,
Mm.
which was great because then I was starting to have kids, and so that I could, it was a perfect kind of fit. But my water broke
Oh.
teaching my
Oh.
class
Oh, she was teaching.
with my son. So I'm in the middle of teaching, and it was step. I would teach like, small step. These ladies were strong, right? And we were doing it, and we're walking and doing it. And all of a sudden, yeah. So they took me to the hospital, and everything's fine. He's 30 years old now,
And
but
did you
yeah,
say the members are the ones that took you to the hospital?
totally. My
Oh
students,
my
Oh,
yes,
that's
goodness.
cool.
yes,
Yeah, that's love right
yes.
there.
It
Right.
is.
Well, on
Yeah,
both
it
ends, you
was.
showing up like ready to burst. That's love right there for your people.
Right.
Shout out for Step
Yes.
if you're trying to get the pregnancy to wrap up.
Yeah. Tell me. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Let's get this thing
Forget
going.
squats.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't need
right.
squats. You just need a
Yeah.
step.
No,
Just a
they
few.
were great. Yeah. So
Oh
so
my
that was
gosh.
so yeah, so it's always great. This morning I had a great one. One of the gals in my sculpt class, which is
Uh-huh.
always it's like a crazy party class, like 45 people in the class, and
Uh-huh.
fun music. Anyway, I had gotten word. I knew her. She's adorable, and she's getting married this weekend. So I got a crown for her in the middle of the class and started playing,
Oh,
put the crown on her head, and she's so thankful and stuff like that. So there's these
yeah.
opportunities that we get to connect,
Yeah,
right? Because it's so much more than fitness,
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know?
you get to
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
celebrated and get to celebrate
right.
others. Yeah.
And they make the connections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, how many friendships are formed, at the gym or the studio?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Lifelong
Countless.
friendships,
Most definitely.
countless,
And
right?
people that become your community who obviously have your back. I mean, your water
Yeah,
broke and they're the ones that
yeah,
stepped up to get you to
right.
the hospital.
Ooh, I saw what
I
you
mean,
did
Yes,
what
there.
a
No pun
yes,
intended, right?
right? What a beacon of
Stepped up.
yes,
inspiration.
right. Yes. One of them ended up being a godmother for one of my kids. So,
Oh,
Oh, how
you know,
cool.
that's
so there's a lot
awesome.
of it's really great. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
And
awesome.
so, was it Tommy was
That was
Hmm.
Tommy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he
Yeah.
loves group exercise too.
Yeah.
He
He's been to
does. He's
several of
Yeah.
my classes.
he's
I'm sure
always
some of yours.
exercising.
Maybe
He's
that's why.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right. He came
That's
out.
awesome.
Yeah. Well, I
So,
ran the Boston Marathon pregnant with my second.
Oh my good,
wow.
you just can't, you
I
nothing will
know.
stop you.
But I was under a doctor's care. I mean, I'll make sure, and I'd always been a runner, and I had a heart rate monitor, and I, didn't do it for time. But we always joke that, so she tells people that she's run a marathon too.
Just in the womb going with
Yeah,
mama.
right,
That's
right, right,
awesome.
right, right, right. But,
I love it.
It's fun. Yeah, it's
Well,
great.
I guess in that case, Tyler was kickboxing before he ever got into Taekwondo.
All right.
Right.
Before we got into
Don't
MMA.
you wonder why he loves it? Yeah,
Yeah,
there
it's
you go.
interesting. I
I
thought he
know.
loved it because I was like, go do it. No,
I know.
he eventually loved it. So,
Yes.
Julie, how do you stay inspired to continue to teach with the passion and intention that, we've both experienced your class? We get to experience the kind of passion and intention you show up with when you teach. How do you stay inspired to continue with that?
I take classes. I take other people's classes. That's one thing I think
Yeah.
that is important is, I notice when I get in we all get in funk sometimes. It's usually when I'm not taking other people's classes. So I try to, even if I can't, if I've been taught a bunch of classes that day, even if I just go and do what I can,
Yeah.
and kind of take it easy or whatever. But taking other people's classes, I think, I love, all the online. I'm looking at videos of other people teaching all the time. Terry, I just took your flow last week that you did in one of your yoga classes, and I
Oh, awesome.
pieced it apart, and I'm using that. So I
Did
mean,
you
we
do the like
share.
4 a.m. class?
I watched. I watched
May
the
as well
video,
be.
and I watched the video at 11 in the morning. No, but stuff like that where you're always kind of trying to learn and educate yourself.
Sure.
I'm kind of taking partly a Tai Chi class right now
Oh,
online.
good.
Wow.
So,
Cool.
yeah, so trying different formats. I think that keeps me inspired. And then also, just every time you get in there, I can be in a like really, really crummy mood, right? And then you get up in front. I know where I'd rather be,
Right.
Right.
right? And no other format than I'd rather teach. Because I
Right.
get that question a lot. Which format do you like teaching the best? Whatever I'm doing right then.
Right.
Exactly.
In the moment.
Yep.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So I think that's kind of how and yeah.
One of the things that you shared with me before I did my first Camino earlier this year in May.
And explain to the listener what a Camino is.
A Camino is a pilgrimage. Julie could definitely explain it better than me, but it is a walking pilgrimage. And my niece and I did the Camino de Santiago de Compostela. And so we did the Inglés, and Julie's done a number of the different Caminos. She was my pre-Camino Sherpa. Like, she's the one that
the
guided
Camino
me
queen.
through the process and literally
do it,
shared
do
with
it,
me
do it,
her
do it.
packing list and what to do
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what to expect and everything. And I remember one time asking you before I went on that Camino, I said, I'm going to be away from teaching for like 10 days. And you're like, it always makes you better. She's like, you had said that when you take any of these international trips, whether it's with the culinary travel, the group travel, or a Camino
Yeah.
that you do, with
Yeah.
Scott or on your own, when you come back, it makes you a better teacher. And
Totally.
I carried that with me. And sure enough, when I got back from Spain, I could feel that. I could feel that I had more
Yeah.
to give.
Yeah.
It's really
I
cool.
think part of it is just the stepping away. I mean, everything, we all need
Perspective.
space and perspective. And then also specifically to a pilgrimage, it's very transforming, personally. And you're meeting people from all over the country and you're living very simply. I mean, the whole idea is to, it's a simple life and you're walking, a path to a holy place, basically. I mean, that's what it is. And I think that simplicity of it, kind of get rid of, no one cares, what you're wearing or if you have makeup on or, if you wore
No
the same
judgment.
thing yesterday, you got your backpack and that's it. And I think then you connect with other people. And even if you don't necessarily bring back a specific story about them, they've changed you in some way,
Yeah.
right? And
Definitely.
then that comes out in our teaching, I think. I really do. I think so. I do think that travel in general makes us better at what we do. We meet people from all over and get their perspective and learn how they live, and also learn that we have so much more in common,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
That's
Yeah.
huge.
The human experience.
Yeah, which is like our students too. Sometimes we think, okay, I'm the teacher, they're the students. We're just kind of all in this together, quite frankly. And they're gonna, take my invitations or not, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good.
But
And so while we're on that topic of the Camino, because I have never done it before, but I've been
not yet.
highly impressed
Not
by,
yet.
the fact that you chose to do it,
Yeah.
that Julie has done it several times. And so let me ask you, how many Caminos have you done, and have you added up
God.
the miles that you've walked in
Oh,
total
God,
gosh.
that
on
is
all the
so
Caminos?
good.
Oh,
We need to
gosh.
know this.
My husband probably has. Scott probably
Yeah, he
knows.
probably has it on a spreadsheet.
Yeah, he's so amazing. Um, I think seven. I've done at least seven
Seven
of
different
them.
Caminos.
We've
Okay.
walked all the way up through Portugal, from Lisbon all the way up into Spain, and the
And if you're
whole.
listening, she said walk. She didn't say
Yeah,
drive, ride a bike,
Walk.
yeah,
roller skate.
yeah,
You're
and that
walking
She's
was
walking.
every step with a backpack on your
yeah.
Hoofing
back.
it.
So,
Yep.
that was like 500 miles by the time we got to the coast, and
Woo!
yeah, I
And
mean,
that's one.
and that's one, but they're anywhere from, you can walk anywhere
Yeah.
from a few miles a day to a lot. We tend to walk about 12 to 15 miles a day, and then we
Hmm.
stay at night in really cool little places or in dorms with other pilgrims. It's a great way to travel. It's
Hmm.
my favorite. I'm leaving in 2 weeks. We're walking it's called the Way of St. Francis up in Italy.
Yeah.
So it should be really cool up through Sicily. But yeah, we've walked a lot of them. We've even done them in California, up the coast of California. We've walked all the way up
The
from like
missions, right?
Santa Barbara. Yeah, Santa Barbara up
Yeah,
through the
I remember.
missions
Mission.
in up through San Francisco and then to Sonoma. So
Love it.
all over,
So
yeah.
cool.
It's the original
So
way of getting from one place to the other.
absolutely. Absolutely. And so she's being really humble. She hasn't given us the total number, but I
She has
Oh
no
suspect
God.
idea.
it's
That's
somewhere
I
around
why.
don't know.
20,000
She has
miles.
no clue.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. Maybe like
I don't think
4,000,
your calculator has
3,000.
that many places.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, but I don't think, I mean, yeah, thousands of miles, thousands,
Right.
Yep.
yeah, at this
Well,
point. Yeah,
I know that that was definitely not easy,
It's not.
but
no.
also being an instructor isn't always easy either. So let me ask you, what's been your biggest challenge as an instructor, and how did
Hmm.
you perhaps overcome it, Julie?
I think sometimes balancing, it's not as hard
Mhm.
now. My kids are older, but balancing, home life as a mom and getting the groceries and stuff, when they were little. And my husband now he's works mostly from the house, but in those days, pre-COVID, everybody
Mm.
went to the office, and that was sometimes a bit of a juggle, and sometimes you get a little frustrated and you had to make things work. Um, and injuries are tough. I mean, we all
Mm.
get,
Woo.
overuse injuries. It's just really hard, mentally, I think, when that
Yeah.
happens,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
stay positive. I mean, it's a big thing for me.
Mm.
Yeah. And so those are a couple of things that kind of get a little bit difficult sometimes. Or when, something comes up and you're like, "Oh no, I've got to teach." But that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
And so with all those different, just the variety of different challenges that you've
yeah.
experienced, what has been your mindset to kind of help you get past it, break through it, just kind of overcome?
Mhm.
I visualize it, and I always use that technique of visualization
Mm.
when I was a competitive runner. I
Yeah.
think that was huge for me in my training, and I just visualize, what is it going to feel like when I'm there teaching?
Mm.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
great. It's gonna be awesome. I know it
Yeah.
will be. So that's I've always gets me there.
Okay.
I just go into that mindset. Oh yeah, I'm fine. You know,
Yeah.
and then I've tried to put things in perspective. Really, honestly, I
Hmm.
mean, we have literally the best job ever,
Yeah, we do. It's true.
and people would love to do what we do. I mean, you
Yeah.
hear that all the
And yet
time. I
most
want
people
your.
are scared to death to do what we do
Yeah.
Yes,
because
Yeah.
you're
right.
you're a public
Yeah.
speaker.
Which
You
is the
talk
number
right.
one fear
Number one
on
fear.
the planet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But so often, oh, I wish so, then that helps you motivate you too. You're like, I'm so lucky, and then
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get to do this. So I think that gets
All
my
right.
butt in
Absolutely.
gear and I get out the door.
Good.
There you
So
go.
those two things
Right.
you would basically encapsulate it as visualization and gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
it.
The whole I get to, not
Yeah.
I have to. That's awesome.
Yes, exactly, Kimberly. Yeah, that's so well put.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, Julie, if you were to fast forward 20 plus years, let's talk legacy.
Ooh.
What kind
Oh,
of
that.
impact do you hope that your Group X teaching career leaves behind? Like, what do you hope your participants will say about you and the experiences that they've had with you?
It was fun.
I love it.
Easy as
I mean,
that.
yeah, I mean that they enjoyed it, honestly. I always say, you could beat yourself up doing a lot of different types of exercises, but you know, let it be fun. I think if you can connect to the feeling you get feeling good, then that'll bring you back. I mean, we could read about how good it is to exercise or hear from your doctor, or your neighbor could tell you, and your partner could say you should get to the gym. But until you actually get in there and feel it, feel the endorphins, you feel it, you'll never be have that connection. It's like you can hear about riding a bike, but unless you get on the bike and do it, you know. Um, so I think just that it was fun and that they enjoyed my classes, and that I maybe made some kind of a connections,
There you
which
go.
made their day better. Maybe one
Mm,
day, maybe more. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah,
nice.
it's the
Love
way
it.
it's like I was saying. I don't. I'm not a good cook, so I'm not going to bring cookies to people. I'm not, I don't have the other talents that people can do. Um, but this is one thing I feel like I can do, and so I'm like, okay, that this is what I'm supposed to do, and so if it can
Yeah.
help others, yeah,
Well, I
definitely.
can vouch for that. It's what you're
Well,
supposed to do.
yeah.
Definitely.
Oh,
And it is
sure.
Oh,
fun. She
thank you.
always
It's
has.
fun. Fun.
Yeah. And it's obvious that, as a participant taking your class, you're having fun while you're teaching.
That's
And
Oh,
important.
that
good.
translates, that
Oh,
creates like
good.
a circle of energy,
Good.
I
Of
think.
synergy.
It's
Yep.
huge.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, I like that. Thank you. Yeah.
Speaking of fun, do you have like a go-to song that like gets you pumped up right now?
I love that question. And I've been thinking about it. And yes, I do. Have you heard
Oh,
Bloodline with Jelly Roll?
no.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's
I love me some Jelly
so
Roll.
good. I know. Who doesn't?
Bloodline.
So
It's
what kind
so
of vibe is it?
positive. It's perfect for sculpt. It's a sculpt or a
Okay.
cycle
Okay.
vibe.
All right. Some gritty.
Um,
Jelly
or a
Roll's pretty gritty.
flow.
Yeah.
It could be really good in flow, kind of
All
Huh.
flowing
right.
through yoga.
Okay.
It's, he's kind of beats hard, but it's so good. It just talks so much about how, we're not defined um, by labels or by history or by, family, what happened, when I was a kid. You're you. And if you have tomorrow, then that's it. You have
Mm.
that. And it's just so positive and about looking ahead instead of looking behind, and um and not feeling alone in your path.
Mm.
So it's very inspirational and it's got a great beat, and that's my lately. That's when I'm loving. And then I love
I
I'm
Country
love it.
definitely
Roads. That
checking it
that
out.
new country, not new Country Roads, but Olivia Newton-John's Country Roads. That's been
Okay.
played a lot lately. That's just fun. That's just fun. It's a
Yeah.
really good kind of a
She is.
remix.
She's still around
She's an
doing it.
icon.
She's an icon. Yeah.
She is. She is so great. So great. So yeah, those are a couple. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to take a
Yeah.
Now
listen to both of
Bloodline.
those. Bloodline.
Checking it out.
It's
Yep.
really
Country
good. Yeah.
Road.
You'll like it.
All
You'll like
right.
it.
Well, we're
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
gonna pull those up and take a listen and
Good.
add some fun to our playlist now.
There we go.
Because we had no fun.
No
Yeah,
fun.
Zero
oh
fun. We
We're
don't
yeah.
do
gonna we're
fun.
gonna we're
Right.
gonna put on the fun. Hitting the fun
You
button.
guys are you guys are very fun. I
That was
know.
fun.
Well, that was the easy
I
button.
know.
Fun one's here.
Oh, easy and fun. Got it.
Whenever you guys help me out, whenever I'm gone, whenever I come back, it's like they were fun.
Oh,
Terry's so fun.
Yay!
Kimberly's fun.
Wait,
In
Terry's
fact,
so fun.
Terry's so
So
fun.
fun.
Except for last time when I was gone,
So we need
Terry.
to throw some O's on there.
Yeah.
jeez.
So fun.
Fun.
When I was gone last on my last trip, and I come back, and Terry was saying, "Yeah, my sister's coming back. My sister." So a couple of members came in. Goes, "Is he really your brother?"
People ask me that all the time.
Yeah. I'm like, "No,
Yes, and you said absolutely. What are you talking about?
He's my
How
fitness
could you?
bro.
Yeah, why would you even ask?
Right?
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, we're
obviously.
all sisters and
At first I
brother.
was thinking, I'm going, oh, my brother teaches here. Who would that be? I'm going, oh no, it's Terry.
Yeah, when someone asked me, I was just
Yeah.
like, there's no way on earth my brothers teach here. So
Right,
you must be talking
right,
about Terry.
right, right. So
That's
funny.
awesome. I
Uh,
love it. Well,
Yeah,
I
I know.
remember even taking, well, first of all, I took his yoga at 5:45 in the morning, which is like
Oh
last
my
night,
gosh.
yeah, she
obviously.
she got a prize for
And
that too, by the
and
way.
it was and it was still so much fun. And then I even jumped into Tyler and I jumped into one of your roll and recover
Yeah,
classes one time.
yeah.
And we're laughing the entire time. It was
Right.
so enjoyable that yeah, I'm not surprised that they said Terry was so fun because that's
So
exactly what I
fun.
think of. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what we
Well,
do,
I
I
have
mean,
to
like
say,
Julie.
he never
what
makes me laugh outside of that,
I'm
but
sure. Well, whenever I feel and I'm in a bad mood, I'm like, Terry wouldn't be in a bad mood. Terry would be laughing.
well, let's get our bracelets. What would Terry do?
I've even, I've even,
WWTD.
I've even said that to Scott before. I've said,
Oh my gosh.
Terry would be in a good mood right now. He'd be
Oh
laughing.
my gosh.
That's so funny.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you think so. We all have the hard days, but yeah, it's
Yes,
good.
we
It's
do.
good to be able to, gain perspective through what we think other people would
Yeah.
handle situations.
Yeah.
So,
And one of the
Yeah,
things I
very much
have to
so.
give you a shout out for, Julie, as well, is you brought up the fun factor and such. And you're incredibly inspiring when you teach, which I mentioned. Like your the intention you put there is really obvious.
Thanks.
But you also make the experience feel really light.
yeah,
In a world where people are coming together and a lot of times they're feeling really intimidated and,
overwhelmed.
overwhelmed for
Yeah.
sure. You create a lightness in the
Oh,
room
good.
that I think allows people to show up for themselves. I know for
Yeah.
me, it allows me to show up for myself in whatever way I need to because I know I'm supported. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
I
really
think,
something special.
yeah, we have to remember too, especially I think in the format of yoga, that so many people are they're intimidated. It's new to them, or they've heard, it's so serious and this and that, and I mean, it can be whatever they want it to be, right? But to kind of to just send a calming message to them, and not don't take it too relax. It's fine. But
Right.
yeah, and just to lighten things up a little bit as much as possible. I think that's
Yep.
important. And you can do that with music, right? I mean, I
Sure.
think that comes into our playlists and it comes into our themes. And even
Yep.
if it's a really heavy theme, then you kind of cycle back and okay, how do I present this heavy theme in uh, how do I say, a, a nurturing way so
Yeah.
that they'll still be vulnerable without putting up a wall, because if it's too heavy, they're gonna be too
Shut
much for
down.
me.
Yeah.
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 It's
So,
beautiful.
I think that's, you think about that, those things. Yeah.
It's cool.
Love it. Love it. Well, Julie, thank you so much for bringing your
Well,
energy,
thank
bringing your
you.
experience, bringing your wisdom, bringing your fun to the Group X Appeal podcast.
So much
Where,
fun.
where can people find you? Where can they follow you on social media?
Well, just at Julie Rinefort, and it's JuliRinefort. And that's on Instagram. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they
Okay.
message me and I can give them information on retreats and travel and
That's what I
hiking
was going to say.
and lots of
Nice.
things. And we do so much, especially now. My husband, like all the time, is helping people get ready to do the Camino. So if they're interested in something like
Ask
that,
for the spreadsheet. Trust
Yeah.
me.
he's got spreadsheets. So
They're
Love
we've got
helpful.
it
it.
all. But yeah, would love to. Seriously, would love to help anybody if they're
Love it.
Yeah,
interested.
and don't forget if you happen to be in Orange County, anywhere near Laguna Niguel, Julie does teach regularly at the
Lifetime.
Lifetime in Laguna
I
Niguel.
do. Headed there in a little bit. Yeah,
Nice.
so I'm teaching usually between 10 and 12 or 13 classes a week at Lifetime in Laguna Niguel. And love to see people if they want to come in and try the club. Let them, again, hit me up on Instagram and I'll be happy to meet them and give them a guest pass.
Yay.
Yay!
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, if you love today's conversation, please, as we always do, we encourage you to share this episode with your fellow fitness family. Be sure to drop a review to help spread the word. And don't forget, we are just getting started.
We are.
Right?
1 year in, baby.
Yep. And who knows, maybe you will be the next guest tearing down the doors to share your story.
Yeah.
So until then,
we just encourage you to keep showing up, keep lifting others up, shining your light. Remember the magic of Group X, it lives in the connection that we get to create and share together.
yes, I'm Terry Shorter.
I'm Kimberly Springglick.
That's Juli Rinefort. And we all encourage you to make it a great day. And why, Kimberly?
Because it is a great day to have.
Awesome.
Yay!
Much love.